Marty and Avrum, the food guys. That's when I say that. Marty and Avrum, the food guys. Live at Terry's. We are here with Avrum, of course, and we're here with Shelden. He's a master chef. Master chef. Sheldon, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. And
You
yourself?
know Avrum?
Yeah, we briefly met this morning. Love it, love it. Love you guys.
He's from Jamaica.
Yeah, so when did you come over to Canada?
I came here in December 2000, so I came after the snowstorm in '98.
Oh, what was the snowstorm like for you?
It's different. I was not ready for it.
Had you seen snow before?
Yes.
Because I just read an article about a guy who came here from, I think, an African country, and he had never seen snow before.
Yeah,
Can you
really?
imagine that?
Wow, that's so strange.
So you're a chef here at Terry's, which is a very auspicious job. That's
Yes.
a good gig you have.
Yes.
Good for you.
We're very, really appreciative.
Now, Marty and I are always interested in the roots of people, right?
Good. Roots are good.
Roots are good.
Roots are good.
Where they come from,
Yeah.
and we're curious about. We always ask like that questions. Where did you get your passion for cooking?
My passion was forced on me by my grandma. So she would instill, it's just like little things grandma does, right? So she would say, make sure dinner is ready because I'm not making it. And me and my uncle, which is 1 year older than me, which is 39 and 38, we would always have to have dinner ready. And she would be home, but again, you frown on those things when you're small, but when you get older, they make a lot of sense. So for my grandma.
So what kind of your mom passed away when you were
My mom
young?
passed away when I was young from breast cancer.
How old were you when
I
you
was like
died?
6.
Do you think that had an influence on what you do today?
It's like a hidden motivation that just keeps me pushing.
What is that motivation?
I'm not sure what it is, but it's like a little thing in the back of my head.
Let's dig a little bit. Let's dig, eh?
It's she's always just keep going because when she was really sick, like I was there for it, the highs and the lows, and even when she was on the last part of it, she wanted me and my brother and my sister to always stay together. So I try to keep, that's a little bit of motivation I have in the back of my head.
What was her
Keep me
name?
going. Juliet. It's out tatted on my arm.
Juliet.
Juliet Smith. So this is for her. Yeah.
So your grandmother was a good cook.
She is a good cook. She's still here. And she's
She's not gone.
No. She's still here. She's here.
Does she do Jamaican food?
Yes. And she's old school.
So what is old school?
Like none of this all this new fancy stuff and this fancy new types of cooking. She was old school, even down to the pot that they used. Old school Dutch
What
pot.
kind of pot did she
Like a
use?
Dutch pot.
Oh, she's a big Dutch pot.
Yeah, because she's cooking for everyone.
Well, the pots used to keep the flavor in of the food, but it wasn't sanitary. They use pots again and
Old
again.
school. Old school. Yeah.
Your grandmother was a good cook, right? Avrum? Come on, she's no longer with us.
Jewish cook. You know the old timers, right? Like, was your grandmother a good cook?
Yes.
She was good.
Yes.
And she is. She still is.
Still
How
is,
old
yes.
is she now?
I don't know that age, but she is, I'm gonna say probably close to 70.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but yeah.
And she lives in Jamaica.
No, she's here. She's here
lives
now.
here.
She lives in
She lives
Ajax.
here.
Yeah.
So who cooks for who now?
I do majority of the cooking. I'd say about 90% of the cooking. Even for the
Nice.
Christmas dinners,
Wow.
the dinners and everything, I do pretty much
What
it.
a job here, Pussy Terry's. I mean, this is a world-class
The best.
supermarket. The best.
Yeah.
It's known around the world.
Yes.
I mean, you look at the products, first class.
Oh yeah.
How did you land this?
So when I started off cooking, I did my apprenticeship at the Air Canada Center.
Yes.
For the Leafs and the Raptors. Then I moved on to Versailles, and then I started working with the Liberty Group, and I stayed there for a long time.
Oh, Liberty Group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stayed a really long time. I stayed there. I learned pretty much everything from that company and some of the other top chefs in Toronto. I worked with Adam Foley's, one of them, and Tim Donald. And Tim Donald was the executive chef for Twisted Terry's. At one point, he brought me on just to help out, and then
Now you guys took over his dog.
So are you called a master chef?
no, not a master chef.
Would there be a difference between you and let's say a cordon bleu chef? Like, do you have the skills to do a 5-star restaurant in a town?
Yeah, I worked in 5-star restaurants. I worked at Versailles. I worked
Versailles?
Versailles. I don't think it's Versailles anymore. And I've worked for the Liberty Group, which they have a lot of properties
Right.
around the city, and I helped open a lot of those properties with Michael Ewing.
So let me ask you, we remember him, of course.
That's my guy.
What is required of you to be a great chef? What do you need to know?
I learned with all the old school guys, so my discipline is very, if you don't have the right ingredients to make a
Doesn't
product,
fresh.
Yeah, it has to be fresh, but one of the French chefs I used to work with, we were making a bouillabaisse,
Yeah.
and he's like, you don't have the swordfish, don't call it a bouillabaisse, that's disrespectful, you created it. So those little things are always in the back of my mind.
But
Right.
what I want to get at is, what do you know that I don't know?
He knows how to cook, and you don't.
No, I actually do know how to cook. But when you're in the kitchen, what would I see from you of yourself? Like, what are you considered to be great at? What's your greatest skill as a chef?
I've been told that I'm too nice,
You're a
and
nice
I'm
guy.
a very strong leader.
Yeah.
But you know, to be too nice can be bad, and too nice can be good. So they tell me that's I'm not, but to be a good leader, that's what the key is, because they'll follow you.
So
wherever you go.
that's a good thing. That he's nice. Well, what about technical skills?
Technical skill that comes on with just time and experience, just like everything. Let's switch roles. Like you're gonna need to learn stuff, and I would need to learn stuff to do your job, right? So again, experience takes time, and you gotta be willing to listen.
I wonder, how does food stay consistent? How do you keep the same taste every time?
Passion and recipes.
Passion and recipe.
Passion and recipes. You gotta have the passion.
The recipe.
Yeah, and the recipes.
Recipe. That's where people put it down.
So I was always wondering if that was. So you don't cook by the seat of your pants.
I can't do that anymore because we try here at Whiskers to make sure all the
Consistency.
stores, yeah, just in case a guest can't make it to Bayview and they come here, it's the same experience. But we do have weekly features in the counter where we get to create stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that's open there right now. We do, that's our trip, and they allow us to do that.
You're an amazing man. He's so much more to learn from him, and we're going to find out a lot about some of the different recipes that you have. And we're actually going to talk to you about mushrooms.
Okay.
All right? Well, don't go away, because we got a lot more coming. Avram's getting hungry.
Starving.
Who's that Jerry's? I love it.